Well. Um, so I just got picked up I got recruited. I was in a number 19 guild, and I got recruited into the number 7 guild. And I played hard the past couple days, and I was like looking at the books. I was like, we could do this, we could do that. And now we're number 5. Yeah. So I'm feeling it right now. Like, I'm happy the guild brought me in, but I want to get in a hardcore guild, someone that plays every day, mandatory attendance. You don't show up, you're out of the guild. So, yeah, I like that. That's actually pretty cool. As soon as your days offline becomes, 2 days, you're booted. And if you don't do the dailies, you get booted. So, yeah, 100% try hard. So, yeah, I'm thinking about either trying to shift this guild into that, or starting my own. Yeah, starting my own guild. It's going to be tough because we got to start at the bottom, but I'm going to work at it. It would be like fun thing to do to try to run it. I love this thing. Zoom. Yeah, it's pretty bright. It's good for, nature and stuff, so you don't overexpose. But yeah, the plot's been pretty okay. You got to fish in some lava earlier, which was unexpected. I was like, lava fishing? You mean like lava chicken? You got lava fishing? I was like, what is this? Who the fuck throws a lure into some lava to pull a fish? Well, video game logic, it's just a dream. You do whatever you want, which is pretty cool about games, yeah. I really like games that lean into the game aspect more than like the raw simulation, it's like, yeah, definitely take advantage of the medium without trying to be too literal. But yeah, no, I did pretty good. I got our team got top 5, so just pretty good. Yeah. So no, it's been great. Somebody dropped me this list of like gift codes, and I've been the hero because anybody who helps me or anybody who does this, I was like, "Do you see this?" And they're like, "What the heck?" Yeah, I've got this list of codes that work, and it gives them a lot of stuff. Yeah, a lot of like really good stuff. It's not like paltry. It's like some meaty rewards that you don't see anywhere else in the game except for money. So, yeah. I did spend $100 on the game today because I hadn't spent that much money, and I would get more bang for my buck if I spent a lot. So I bought their like in-game currency with $100, and then I spent a sliver of it. So yeah, I wanted to get this one thing that would help me like collect all my stuff a lot easier. And it didn't cost that much, but I was like, I want to take advantage of all the bonuses. So I put down 100 on it. So I'm going to have to restrict myself, no spending money on that game for another month or so. Yeah, free to play, man, is so expensive, but the production quality is really high. Because they're trying to bait you, they make these characters juicy, They're trying to like, it is kind of like, would you rather be with a woman who's really attractive or not attractive at all? Well, the really attractive woman has a lot to offer you like that, right? And a woman who's not attractive at all, yeah, she may be maybe more reliable and dependable, but who wants her? No offense. But I know I try to have like a small ego when it comes to how important and great I am. You know what I mean? I don't try to put myself out there as the greatest ever or anything. But yeah. No, that happened. I got invited to the guild, and then we got number 5 in the ranking. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. Maybe like this. There you go. That's cool. Go like get it balanced. Yeah. So anyway, Yeah, glad they recruited me. I don't know how they found me. They just like, they asked me by name. It's like, hey, you want to join? Oh yeah, we're the number 7 guild. And I was like, sweet. Didn't even say goodbye. I was just like, deuces. So yeah, I would be good at like, running a guild is no small thing. The people who do it, you know, sometimes they do it badly, but a lot of people who do it, like, it becomes a huge part of their life, you know? It's like, I'm a moderator for Chef Swole. I think about him. I'm like, I need to get online and check in with him. Even though I told him I didn't want to be one. He's like, I'll do it anyway. Yeah, he's a nice guy. What else is going on tonight? No, I'm super stoked. Unfortunately, we're progress capped. Oh yeah, I managed to get as many charms done as I could. I totally cleared out the mage charm event, and then I got the all of the sweeps done. So I have enough charms to. I built my Marcille, who's a paragon. I built her with as much charm as I could give her, and then I built Byrian, whatever his name is. He's the Wildborn with the eagle. He's really cool. I really like that character, and he does pretty high DPS. So yeah, I have him at Supreme Plus, and I gave him a full charm set because tomorrow the marksmen will have their chance at their event, so I don't want to lose. So I've boosted him up ahead of time. Yeah, I could have boosted up more of my main team with a charm set, but I was like, no, I need to unlock the power to get more charms tomorrow by making sure Brian is deadly. So, yeah. What else is going on? What else is going on? Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, anyway, I like the story. I played through some of it more. It's pretty interesting. It's not bad. I can't wait for it to get a little better though. Yeah, and then I have like a reserved. The thing I bought today was like a reserved draw of all their new characters this season. So every new character that drops this season, I'm gonna get a copy of instead of having to pull. So I figured it was just like it was worth the money. So, and it's got some good other rewards too. So I can like get Elijah and what are their name? Elijah and Delilah. There's these god twins. One's a boy, one's a girl, and they're linked. And they share a health pool. So with one unit you get 2. You get a unit in the back casting magic, and you get a unit in the front doing like physical stuff. And so you can just heal. Like if you have like a good AoE healer that's healing everybody, you get a lot of healing coming in for that character. So yeah, they share damage and they share healing, which is pretty cool. I don't know specifically through like checking if healing both of them with one spell counts as a double heal, but it might. I think it does. I don't know that, but I think it does. So yeah, I started building them because they're like central to a lot of builds, because they actually anything between the two twins gets a boost in energy and haste. And so they have like a really big bonus when they're maxed out, that they make the whole team like generate a lot more energy and attack a lot faster, which is always necessary, right? It's like not only do they generate more energy, but the people attack faster and they gain energy on attack. So it's like it happens a lot quicker with them. So I didn't want to build them. I like really didn't. I like a lot of the other characters a lot more, but I got into it because I was like, I just need to build them. It's not about what I want. It's like I need that for the build. So, but yeah, it's gonna be like probably a month until they're Supreme Plus. Maybe not more than a month, but yeah, getting Solised to Supreme Plus took a year because I took a break. I stopped playing, but it was like she like took a really long time to get to Supreme Plus. And then after Supreme Plus is Paragon, which is going to take forever. So yeah, I'm kind of good where I am right now. You know, it's like a non-serious guild. There could be guilds that are pay to win, like you have to be. This would be like the way to do it, right? Is the person with the most points becomes the guild leader, and the person with the fewest points gets kicked out. And to keep that going, right? So yeah, whoever contributed the least that week gets fried, and then they recruit someone else, and then whoever contributed the most is like in charge. So that's how I would do it. It's very like animal, but it would work. It would keep it efficient. Yeah, those like friendly get to know you guilds, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. It's about getting better stuff quicker. So, but I am pretty proud of that. I took a team from number 7 when they recruited me to number 5. And it was definitely a partly having to do with me, because I was calling like, I was giving out gift codes and calling shots, you know. Yeah. So it's a fun game though. I like the story and the environment. The story's free. Like AFK Journey gets a good mark from me because it's free, right? It's like, you don't really have to pay for it. And to experience the story, no. So, but if you want to be competitive and like be the best of the best, yeah, you got to pay a lot, right? You have to get everything to Paragon. So you're going to have a maxed out Paragon 4 team of like Celestials, which to do that, you're going to have to put in like 10 grand. You're just not doing that easy. And, so since I don't want to do that, like spending $100, spending like a few bucks of it and then saving the rest, I was like, that's just how I have to do it. It's just more efficient. I get more bang for my buck doing that. And then I'll have a little spending money over time. But yeah, that's a lot for a game. $100? Yeah, that's a fucking ton. So those free-to-play games, I mean, they come out with a brand new, like, most games take a really long time. They come out with a brand new, fully voice-acted story every 4 months. So that's something that, like, no game series does, you know. Nobody gets, like, that amount of content that quickly. So that's kind of like the free-to-play money is, where does that go? Well, that goes on having multiple teams of writers and multiple teams of voice actors put that together. So yeah, but you can experience all that for free. You don't have to spend a penny to do that. So yeah, AFK is like, the casual scene is totally free. You're never gonna have to spend anything to see any of the story content, which is pretty cool. That's one of the reasons I like it. But it's like, yeah, if you want to be competitive. But like, do I want to be in the number 1 guild? I don't think I want to spend that money, you know. I'm totally fine with, you know, having a team that's at Supreme Plus, a few Paragons. I do have 2 Paragons, which is kind of cool. Nowhere near Paragon 4. Yeah, you have to get like 20 Paragon 1s to get Paragon 2, 20 Paragon 2s to get Paragon 3, and then it's like, or no, it's 15. Yeah, it's like 15 Paragon 1s to get Paragon 2. No, it's 20. Yeah, it's 20. It's 25 Supreme Plus to get Paragon, 20 Paragon to get Paragon 2, 15 Paragon 2 to get Paragon 3, and then it's like, I think it's 10 Paragon 3 to get Paragon 4. But by then you're just like, absolutely so many shards. Like going from Paragon 3 and 4 cost more shards than all the other stages put together. So it's like, yeah, it's quite an uphill battle. And that's just so you appear at the very, very tippy top of like the leaderboard. So, and up there you've got to be good though, kind of, I guess, because it's like you're against other players who paid to win, people with unlimited money. So people were like spending $1 million is nothing. So, and it is capped. You can't have infinite power. It's not possible. But you could have like yeah, it's not like as much money as you give them as strong as you get. It's like there is a limit, but the limit's pretty high up there. So yeah, but yeah, it's fun. Being in the number 5 slot's pretty cool because it's all freemium pretty much. I'm not a free to play player, and I'm not playing with free to play players, but we're definitely not like the super whales. Yeah, the super whales are gonna have every single character maxed out. So there's not going to be a release that they don't get to Paragon right away. Time to open up that freaking credit book again. $30,000 a month. Yeah, I don't do that. So yeah, I've got like, I think like 27 Supreme Plus characters and 2 Paragons. And I'm not free to play. I've paid. But I probably would have that if I had played this whole year instead of taking a break. I'd probably have more than that, honestly. So anyway, just wanted to celebrate. Yeah, I got in the top 5. I went from guild number 19 to guild number 5. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. The other people above us are like mega whales. Like when I look at, what's the top one? There's like, they switch places sometimes. And they are, it's Worm, Eternity and Worm. Yeah, Eternity is like every single person on a leaderboard is in Eternity. So, which is pretty cool. Yeah, if I was a little more pay to win, if I really had like a full Paragon 4 team, I could do it. But it's not bad because there's middle rewards, you know. It's like being number 1 gives you things like time limited rewards, like you get a special costume that no one else has. And but there's stuff like that for every other tier. So if I'm in the top 200, I'm pretty happy. Top 200 players, yeah. So I don't spend that much, and I'm doing pretty good. But yeah, that company made like $200 million off their game so far, so they're doing good. But yeah, it's a lot of story. It is. AFK Journey has a ton of story. It's like got the base game and then like 6 expansions. Each expansion will just going to take you many days to get through. So it is like, as far as like free plus lots of story, it's pretty good, you know. And you don't need the characters at Supreme Plus to play them. You can play them with 1 shard, which is easy to do. So yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, the game definitely lets you have stuff for free. Yeah, each expansion will give you like 100,000 diamonds, which is more than enough to get a character to Supreme Plus. So it's pretty generous. Yeah. And they already announced the next 3 expansions. So they have like, there's this one's going to take 4 months. And then it just started. And then they already have the announcements for the next 2 after that. So, yeah. It's a fun game. It's probably the best looking fantasy game out right now, yeah. I like the character Cassidy, although I tried using her again and she sucks. She's got like this wave push ability, and I was like, oh, this is awesome, let's use her. She did it in the wrong direction. I wanted her to push all the people to the very back of the arena, so I have this character who draws lines so she can kill them, and she took them all and she pushed them toward us, which is like, for a mage composition, is like goofy. Like, why would you do that, you know? So there's a few frustrating things like that. Like Rowan, he's really good because he adds energy to the team. When his special goes off, he gives everyone else energy, so all their specials go off, which is really good. My problem is, every time he uses his special, he takes a step forward, which is just a minor detail, but it ends up being really annoying when you're talking about like a boss fight, because he'll walk into the boss and I'm like, you didn't fix this? You're a 200 million earning studio, and you didn't fix Rohan. You didn't give me the option, right? So, yeah. I did some research on Singapore actually before I gave them the $100 earlier, and I found out Singapore has 4 official languages, and I thought it was like a more ancient city, but it's not. It actually got founded by the British, and it's only 60 years old. So, yeah. Yeah, is Singapore somehow like a British racist hate name, like Singapore song or sing about a poor, you know? I don't really know. But that's what I think of when I hear Singapore. It's like Singapore song, like it's a joke. Which they are smart like that. They do that stuff, like how bless means be less. So anyway, yeah, that's the vlog. I just want to celebrate that, yeah, me getting added to the guild took us from 7 to 5. Yeah, that's awesome. Maybe I do belong in like a great pay to win guild, you know, maybe it's like what I bring to the team is I don't need to take the #1 spot because I do all the dailies, so I always add the points. Maybe I can move up to like a #1 guild. But yeah. No, it's definitely nice. If you're going to play a game, go for the top guild. Go for the highest guild you can get into because you're going to be with people who play all the time, right? You get into some mid guild, they barely play. No one logs in. There's a team event. Half of them didn't do it. Yeah, it sucks. You're definitely going to want to be in like the top guild if you can. Which I wasn't really aiming for. I was just like, I just want some people to play with. And eventually I became interested in like passing guild supremacy. So like proving we're the best. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, like, it's not a small community. There's thousands of people who play in my district. And it's like, yeah. But it's one of these games that you can't take the PvP too seriously because you can buy power. Absolutely the fact you can buy power. And so it's like, just got to remember that. Anyway, that's the vlog. I did good.